What is up, everyone? Welcome to another vlog. We are on our way to the workspace. You're on camera.
Okay.
You're on camera. He always asks when I'm about to vlog, he's like, am I going to be in it? I'm like, do you want to be? You definitely can be. Anyway, sometimes though, you're like, no, I'm not ready. I'm like,
I don't want to. I'm not feeling it right now. Can I not be? Going in late today because I had a golf lesson this morning because Jessica for Father's Day got me golf lessons, and I am really super bad at golf. But I will say it's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done because I'm like just 2 lessons out of 4 so far, and I'm like, I feel like I'm exponentially better just with 2 lessons. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's coming along. Good.
Well, that's great. Well, and our friend Ben gave him his old
golf clubs.
Yeah, because he finally got a new set. But a lot of our friends golf, so he's like, all right.
They're always like, hey, we're going on a golf trip. I'm like, okay, see you later.
Have fun, guys.
Like, I want to go. I'll just drive the cart. It's just such an enjoyable thing to go.
Listen, I'll drive the cart. Give me a Bloody Mary or a mimosa. I'll go. Anyway, yeah. So that is what is up. Also, I want to take a second to thank today's video sponsor, which is HelloFresh. We will talk about that later in the video. Anyway,
HelloFresh 2021.
What is it? Treat yourself 2011. We just restarted Parks and Rec a month ago, maybe 2. I don't know. We're rewatching it all, and it is awesome. And we've now got to the point where we're paying for Peacock no ads, right? Because we were so tired of freaking watching the same 3 ads. I was like, I don't care. I'll pay any amount to not have to watch that one ad.
We have Xfinity, so we got premium for free, and then it's only $5 a month to get no ads. Peacock has 5 ads. They play over and over and over and over and over again.
I'm pretty sure I can recite all of them.
Infuriating.
Yeah, anyway, Parks and Rec is awesome. If you've never seen it, rewatch it. I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not wearing makeup. I did my hair today, but we're going in. I'm going to do my makeup on camera. That is what is going on in our neck of the woods. What's going on in yours? So I just finished doing a little TikTok on some of my favorite cream blushes. I'm sure that's up by the time you're seeing this. It's Jessica Braun, if you're not following me there. But I always forget that I have this like tripod here that's got this magnetic piece that, you know, like it comes with a magnet that you stick in the back of your phone case if you want. And it is awesome I like literally forget that I own it, and it makes my life so much easier when I remember. So I'm trying to be better about like, you know, using it. And a little more behind the scenes, just messiness from the video I just filmed. And a sweet boy, Pinocchio. I see a waggly tail. So I just walked, which is kind of fun. Where our workspace is, we can like, there's some places we can walk to. So I just walked to a grocery store to get a couple things we wanted to have there, like grapes, yogurt, like things both of us tend to reach for throughout the week. So that was nice to get that. And yeah, heading back. It's still hot, man. Like, I keep thinking, oh, this is great. Like, it's almost fall. And then we have these 90-degree days, and I'm like, dang, it's hot. What's up? You're seeing me out of breath as always. Fresh in the morning. We are having some breakfast. What are we watching, Genevieve? Blue's Clues. Yeah, it's awesome. We ended up subscribing to Noggin. Nickelodeon is so smart because what were they celebrating when Steve came out with that video a while ago? The 25th anniversary, which means I was 7 when this came out. And I remember watching this show and like liking this show, but it's clearly geared towards like, she is responding to his questions. Like, it's clearly geared towards like preschool age. And yet I was 7, 8, 9, watching it and loving it. Anyway, my point of saying all this is Nickelodeon is so smart because when they did that, all of us millennials, if we happen to have kids, like I was like, well, like let's watch Blue's Clues, and she freaking loves it. But it's not free, so you either have to buy it or you have to like subscribe to Noggin or Discovery. So we were like, well, Noggin has other shows she might watch, so we've subscribed to Noggin. And I'm like, it's so smart. I bet their numbers went up like big time. Anyway, that's all. I am making some mini bagels with some just regular cream cheese. I have been super into just plain bagels, plain cream cheese. I know that's boring to some, but boy, oh boy, when that is what you're craving, it is just the best. So we're having some raspberries as well. She is having, okay, don't judge me. Hold on. We have our like breakfast section of the freezer here. This is like Tyler's and my stuff that we eat. This is Gigi's stuff. I don't even know if they still sell these toaster strudel donut shop things. Obviously not healthy, but my gosh, they are unbelievable. We'd had them in our freezer for a while, and Genevieve was just trying one today. She was like, oh my gosh. I served it to her and she was like, no, do the smiley. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to like, I'd already poured out the stuff, so I'm like dipping it in my finger anyway. But oh my gosh, so good. It says like a donut, but better. Maybe though, because it's got the like flaky crust, and then, oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys. We are also gonna do some yogurt. She does like these, by the way, if you saw in the last one. They're tasty. I tasted it too. Okay, no sooner did I say that, but she was like, I want the blueberry one. We also got these because they were like, I'm not kidding, 10 cents. Because, okay, maybe it was 90 cents now that I'm thinking about it. It was obviously crazy on clearance because they were like gonna go bad within a week. There was only 4 in the box. I'm like, she'll eat all 4 in a week. So this is the last one of those, but she likes these too. So if you were curious about toddler yogurts, there you go. So a little more behind the scenes. I'm just about to film my like makeup collection video. I've got such a mess everywhere. But anyway, I brought home this like taller tripod, but I forgot the right attachment to like connect my camera to this. So I've got my shorter one and I think I'm just gonna have to like have it up here for like the top few drawers and then I'm gonna have it on this tote for the bottom view. I'll figure it out. I'm excited. I have not filmed like a makeup collection video in years. I don't even know the last time I did this. So it feels very old school to me. It's fun. All right, now we've really made some concessions. So I attached this tripod to another tripod I had here in a closet. And I was like, well, that worked. And I moved this over here just because the lighting is so much better for filming it. But then low key, I'm like, actually, I don't hate it over here. So we'll see. I'll be messing with stuff. But that is all. I just was giggling at my makeshift tripod that like it's actually screwed on there. It really worked, but I don't know. I just never would have guessed. All right, it is early morning. It's like 6 something. Okay, fine. Now it's after 7. I was up at like 6:30 because Tyler was leaving a little bit early, and then I needed to get a shower and get ready before Genevieve wakes up because I kind of have a busy day today. I've got a doctor's appointment at like 9:45, so I'm taking her to Tyler's mom's house, then going to the doctor's appointment, then I need to go grocery shopping, then I need to film. So it's just gonna be kind of a lot of like driving and a lot of back and forth. So I'm gonna be all over town today. So I'm quickly getting ready. I just showered, obviously. I grabbed this out of my collection yesterday, 2 days ago. I just retried the Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless. Now, y'all know me, I like dewier skin. I'm not big on like mattifying things. It looked beautiful on my skin the other day. And so I'm like, wait, like why was I like not using this? So we're gonna use it again today, and I wanted to use it with you guys so you can kind of see. This is something that's been around for a hot minute now. It's not like this is new at all. It has been around for so long. And I have the shade 112, and I think that's another piece of it. I feel like the shade match is pretty good for me. But the other thing is, you know, using a mattifying poreless style foundation for me, since most of the time the sunscreen I put on my face is a little glowy, like today, I use the Tula Protect and Glow. This is a super glowy SPF, and I love that, but sometimes if I put like a glowy something else on top, it's too much. So it really paired well with this the other day. So we're gonna give it a go. I really think Maybelline could make like a lot of extra money if they're not gonna put a pump on this darn thing. If they just sold a pump that fits these bottles separately from the brand, they could make money. I know you can get pumps like that from random sellers online, and maybe I'll look into that, but just saying, Maybelline, you could be making that money, you know what I mean? And I'm using my Paw Paw sponge from Shop Miss A. I do think part of the thing with like foundations and stuff is if you have something that's a pretty good color match for you, I swear you're automatically gonna like it a little bit more. Because even if the formula wouldn't have like been one you'd love, sometimes when you look at it, you're like, but it just looks so good because it actually matches. All right, let me show you this in the dawn's early light. I don't know, this lighting's not doing it justice because it literally looks blue. Okay, that's better. It just looks pretty. So I'll probably put one more like thin layer on everywhere. I obviously don't have concealer on, but just saying, if you need a new foundation and you kind of have been in a rut, you might try that. That's something, I mean, I remember trying that a while ago and being like, it's fine. But like trying it again, I'm like, actually, it's really pretty. All right, I grabbed my iPhone because I feel like you can kind of see it just a little bit better, but I just feel like it covered a lot of my like freckles and stuff. I really like the way it looks, so I'm pumped about this like rediscovery of this. Okay, so I've had this blush for a hot minute from Hourglass. It's their Dim Infusion blush. It's a really pretty color, but it just is one of those that is kind of harder to get to show up on my skin. I just tried it for the first time with this brush. This is this one from Laura Mercier. Yeah, I just feel like the shape of this brush allows me to like actually get the color on here and place it where I want it. Whereas a lot of my blush brushes are like more diffused because most of my blushes kind of like can be a lot if I don't use more of a like loosely packed brush. But if you have a blush that you feel like you can never get to show up, try it with a brush shaped like this, because I think you might be surprised you can really get more color on it. It looks so beautiful. And I just feel like it looks so pretty on the skin. Like this is the kind of blush I like, and this is always what I wanted that to look like. And now with that shape of brush, I feel like I can actually get it to look that way. Isn't that pretty? Alrighty, heading in to my doctor's appointment. Checking this off the list, that'll be nice. I'm like gonna be there just perfectly on time, but I'm trying to decide if I have time to go to the bathroom real fast. I think I do. Because if I have to wait a long time and I have to pee, that would suck. So it is dinner time. I'm getting ready to make a quick dinner. And as I mentioned earlier, this portion of the video is very kindly sponsored by HelloFresh. So for us, I feel like there's so many nights that are just busy and I still want to make a home cooked meal, but I don't want to spend an hour doing it. You know what I mean? I've got 15 minutes or I've got 20 minutes. So that's where HelloFresh has been just so perfect for us during those busy times of our life. I don't think it matters whether you have kids or not. We're all busy at different times for different reasons. And this has really been a game changer for us. So tonight we're making the spinach gnocchi with heirloom tomatoes. This looks delicious. This is a recipe I've never made before. And I love that you get really nice recipe cards that have all of the steps laid out with pictures. It's so easy to follow along. And with HelloFresh, produce actually gets to you faster than it would a grocery store, so you're using ingredients at their peak freshness. Plus, it just cuts out the stress of meal planning and meal prepping and grocery shopping for the ingredients. And usually you can get dinner on the table in under 30 minutes, and they even have 20-minute quick and easy recipe options too. Plus, HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients means there's less prep for you and also less wasted food. So we've been loving HelloFresh for years. It really has been such an awesome part of our lives. So if you want to try out HelloFresh for yourself, you can go to HelloFresh.com and use code JBraun14 to get 14 free meals, including free shipping. I'll have the link and everything down in the description box if you want to check it out. We love it. We've got family and friends that also get HelloFresh. They love it too. And as I always say, the meal always looks so picture perfect. It looks so freaking good. It really does. And you know, the one thing I would never have thought of on my own, you like melt butter and put breadcrumbs in it, panko breadcrumbs, which we love, and then some garlic powder and mix it all up. And then you put that all over the top to add like a little bit of a crunch and some more flavor. Cheers. It's got that crunch, but it's got the cheese, and then that creamy sauce you make is so good too. And it has a nice garlicky flavor too. It's really good. I'm very partial to gnocchi. It's one of my favorite things in the world. If I see it like on a menu at a restaurant, I almost always order it. Well, good morning. Different day. I've got my cute little, this may be one of my favorite mugs ever. And I don't remember where I got it. It was years ago, you know, probably at like a Big Lots or somewhere like that. But actually it might've been Meijer, of course. Little kitty cat on a pumpkin. So I'm sitting here doing some work. Genevieve is like up and she's stirring, but she's like happy. So I'm like, do I mess with that? No, I let her. She's literally just like reading books in her bed, and it's so sweet. Actually, a little update on that, because I know some of you guys have asked. Hold on, I have not had a lick of coffee. I feel like I have 10 things to tell you. Okay, first thing, I'm trying to be better about like when I get up in the morning, even though I'm not like ready for the day, I like at least pulled my hair back, threw some sunscreen on, brushed my teeth, etc., and put like real clothes on. Because even though like later we're supposed to go to a wedding, I say supposed to because we actually don't know, and this is our own fault, if we can bring Genevieve or not. And I'm not texting them the day of their wedding. And it's family that we know, but we're not super duper close to. I don't know, we'll figure it out. So since I know I'm like gonna be like getting all dolled up for that later, I'm like, well, I don't really wanna get, you know, do makeup and then like wanna redo it later. So we're just gonna chill with no makeup. Why did I over-explain that? I have no idea. Okay, next order of business. Genevieve, she has a little big girl bed. And when I say that, I mean she moved from like a crib to a toddler bed. If I had started all over, I would have gotten a crib that turns into a toddler bed, like where you can lower the thing, blah, blah, blah. The crib we have was given to us, and it's a really nice crib. So we're keeping it, but it's just the one function. Like that's what it does. You can lower the mattress up or down, but you can't like lower the sides. But I have no complaints because it's probably a nicer crib than we would have bought. So I'm content with that. But that did mean we did have to buy like a new little bed for her. And the toddler bed is like lower to the ground so she can like sit on the edge of it and her feet touch the ground. And it's really cute, you guys. It was like $70. So it wasn't like I was buying a $400 bed. She loves it. And she picked out the bedding online, and she of course picked out Sophia the First, which is her favorite. It's a show that's been discontinued for a hot minute. It's always hit or miss when I find Sophia the First things, because sometimes it's super cheap because no one wants it, or it's really expensive because you can't get it anymore. So the bedding was not very expensive and she just loves it. She has not figured out yet that she can get out of her bed on her own. And while that might sound obvious to you and me, like, of course she could get up and like, and she knows she can like get into the bed and out of the bed, but like she, I think thinks she's not allowed, which I mean, in theory, she should just stay in bed when we lay her down. But I mean, you know, and it's so cute because in the morning she'll sit on the edge of the bed when she's done like looking at books. She'll sit on the edge of the bed and we'll see her in her little monitor and she'll go, Mommy, Daddy. And then the second one of us comes in the room, then she'll stand up and like get out of bed, but she will not do it until like we've given her permission, if you will. And it is so cute. It is so cute. Anyway, last night we were FaceTiming with my brother and sister-in-law and we had her up on the monitor because it was past her bedtime. And so we're kind of watching her and we see that all of a sudden she's got all of these toys that we didn't put in her bed. And I'm like, I think she finally did it. She finally figured out she could get out of bed and get other stuff. So I need to do like a sweep of the room and like make sure there's nothing she can access. You know what I mean? The good news is all of her furniture that's in there is attached to the wall. We did that long ago. So that's not a concern, like something falling on her. But yeah, I just need to kind of do a safety sweep. Anyway, trying to get some work done before she gets up. I mentioned in another video, I did finally hire an editor. And it's kind of funny because I'm filming this knowing that my editor is watching it. Hi. So it's like Inception because I'm talking about her and she's editing this. Anyway, it already, like 1 or 2 videos in, has been the biggest weight off my shoulders because now I feel like I can like actually get things organized and respond to emails on time and like maybe actually spend time doing more on my social media and on my TikTok and Instagram, and maybe eventually posting more videos a week because what I'm doing on my end is just the filming and not the editing, and the editing is what took so much time. So it has been just such a huge relief. So actually right now I have my external hard drive. I need to get footage from 2 different videos I filmed and send it to her so she can start editing it and stuff. But yeah, if you were curious how that's going or like an update, it's going very well and I'm just so tickled. I'm tickled pink. So there's that. That's really all that's going on. I should probably check on that little one. I have all this mail in front of me I need to go through. You know, most of it's junk. And of course, I got a thing in the mail from Shop Disney and it's like a 20% off type thing. And I just ordered Genevieve her costume from the Shop Disney site like a week ago and I did not get 20% off. So what a bummer. I'm like, do I return it and then get, I'm like, no, it's not worth all that. But anyway, so there's that. But yeah, that's all that's going on right now. I need to get that girl and I definitely need to eat something. I'm kind of craving oatmeal, honestly. Sounds kind of good. Okay, wait, look at this thing I got on Etsy. I'll link the shop below. It is this like little thing of rice and this little card just slips in this little pocket back here. And it's like a little on-the-go game, whether you're like traveling or in the car or in church, whatever. And you need to keep your kiddo busy and quiet. You look for these little things that are hidden in here and you can just kind of mess with it to see if you can find it. I have not found this first thing, the anchor. How cute is that? And it's stitched, so there's no way to like break into it, you know what I mean? But what a unique idea. I've never seen anything like that. I just had to show you guys. They had a bunch of different ones and like you could pick different patterns. Of course, Gigi loves Minnie Mouse, so I picked that. But what a cool idea. All right, one more thing. I clearly went a little ham on Etsy. These are these like sensory little squishies. They're not supposed to be for kids under 3. And they say they're pretty puncture resistant, but like you should still supervise them just in case. This one feels really good. Just like little sensory things to kind of play with. I'm like, honestly, these are the kinds of things, like I could never find this in store, I feel like, but they're really, really neat. I was thinking though, like, oh, I could bring them on an airplane for Genevieve, but then I'm like, well, maybe not, because it does have liquid and I don't want to deal with like TSA being like, no, because it is kind of weird, you know what I mean? And trying to explain it. So this might be good though for like road tripping, you know, that's just fun. This makes me think of Halloween. So I'll link the shop for these below as well. All right, Genevieve just started her Mommy, Daddy. It's so cute. Excited to see what a mess her room is.
I got rainbow colors.
You got rainbow color, girl. How did all these toys get in your bed? How'd they get there?
I put all of them in here.
Yeah, you did. Holy cannoli. She's sitting on this little chair here. Pinoke says, I like it. You like it too? We're doing a little Play-Doh playing outside because it's so nice out. I don't think I talked about these before, but I was wanting to get some new Play-Doh toys for her because we really didn't have much. And I knew she loved playing with the actual Play-Doh, but like having some stuff to do would be kind of fun. Also for us, because we play with her and it'd be fun for some stuff for us to do selfishly. This we found on Amazon, and you can make like a little person. So there's like feet, there's little eyeballs. It's almost like a Mr. Potato Head, but you know, you make the body out of Play-Doh. And so yeah, there's like all the different accessories. There's ears, hats, arms, just fun little things. Honestly, this is so many though, almost like too much. I'm like, I would have bought just like half the size and been happy, but either way, totally cool. So I can link below because I would have loved this as a kid, like so much. So I know I already talked on my Instagram about these cracked pepper Triscuits being really good with like a spinach artichoke dip I found just at the grocery store. Well, from Trader Joe's, I just bought this creamy cauliflower jalapeno dip. You guys, this with the Triscuits is out of this world. Jalapeno, by the way, this is not spicy. There's like the little taste of jalapeno, but it's not actually spicy. But the first ingredient is cauliflower, and then it's got like cream cheese. So it's kind of a cream cheese based thing. So good together. So if you have a Trader Joe's near you, highly recommend this dip. So I ended up getting some more of the sports bras I was talking about in a recent video from Target. They're the All in Motion brand. They're just so freaking comfortable. There's like a little bit of like padding in there, but they're uber stretchy, and they've been really comfortable to work out in too. So wanted to bring them up again. They have these two colors, black, and then they have like a bright like neon orange. I now own all four. Which at first I was like, maybe that's overkill. But then I was looking at my sports bras I had, and I'm like, they need to go. They're like in tatters. So it was definitely time. But yeah, just wanted to bring these up again because they are so freaking comfortable. So little update. We went to the wedding we were going to go to last night, and it was so fun. It was just one of those weddings that was just so ridiculously beautiful. Like the venue is stunning. Of course, the bride and groom looked amazing. We actually didn't get home too late. We got home around like, I want to say 9:30 or 10, which was great. We were in bed and like ready to be in bed. And Genevieve spent the night over at my sister's house. We did decide to not bring her. And she had so much fun with her cousins anyway. And that I think was the first time she spent the night like with her cousins. Like if she'll spend the night somewhere, it's usually like with grandparents overnight. So that I think was fun for her, and it was good for her to do that too. Tyler's picking her up right now, and we're gonna kind of get a jump start on our weekend here. I've got some laundry going as usual, as always. Dishes are going as always, but we're just gonna kind of enjoy the weekend. I think we're gonna go on a walk here at a park nearby just because it's pretty hot out still, but it's nice enough, and it'd just be nice to get out in nature. Tyler was saying that this morning. He's like, I feel like we need to like go on a nice long walk as a family. I'm like, that sounds good. So that's on the docket, but I figure I will sign off here. Thank you guys for watching yet another vlog. If you like this style of video, of course, I do vlogs all the time. I will link my playlist if you want to watch some more of them. Thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring a portion of this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. And Pinocchio says goodbye too, from his little perch.